Will Mass Effect Andromeda be connected to Mass Effect 4? I'll be exploring this very question in today's episode, but before that... What's up, Ensven Squad? How you doing? I just want to remind you guys to check out my other Mass Effect videos. If Mass Effect is your thing, then this channel is the place for you. Also, remember to leave a like. It helps the channel more than you think. Please remember that this is speculation. Bioware is in no way guaranteed to include any of this, so don't take my words as gospel, okay? Oh, and heavy spoilers incoming. So since the teaser for the next Mass Effect was released, theories have sprung up everywhere on what might happen in the coming sequel. One of the most heavily debated questions is if we'll see Andromeda being connected to the Milky Way somehow. On one side, it's been discussed that maybe Bioware should let that part of the universe rest. The reception to Mass Effect Andromeda was truly a catastrophe, and instead of being celebrated as a fresh start to a legendary franchise, the game got turned into a meme show, mainly because of its animation issues and the characters feeling hollow. Does everyone agree on this? No, of course not. There are a few moments in the game that I genuinely liked, but the experience got bogged down because of how weird everything looked at times and how lifeless around everyone around you felt. Despite what you think of the game, the main plot itself had potential. So for all of you guys who had never played Mass Effect Andromeda, or for all of you who didn't complete the game, here's what happens in the end. During your adventure in Andromeda, you explore and activate ancient terraforming networks known as vaults on several worlds in order to make said worlds habitable. You are looking for settlements for the Milky Way races after all. These terraforming networks were built by a synthetic race known as remnants, and these remnants in turn were built by the Jardaan, who are basically the Andromeda Galaxy's version of the Protheans. And during the adventure in Andromeda, a race to something called the Meridian starts. The Meridian is sort of a hub or a central processor for the entire terraforming network. After a lot of fighting against the game's main antagonists, the Kett, Ryder, whom is the protagonist, and the squad finally manages to capture the Meridian and drive the Kett away. Now the technology that was made by the ancient Jardaan race is extremely powerful. The vaults, which the remnants are the caretakers of, can literally turn desolate planets into hospitable ones in a very short time. The question is, how is all this connected to the Milky Way? Well, the Meridian is said to contain a lot of information that can take decades to sift through. Maybe enough information can be gathered in order for the Andromeda races to build a sort of rough version of a mass relay that can slingshot ships back to the Milky Way. It may also be possible that the Lost Quarian Ark is the key to building mass relay type machinery, considering that the Quarians tend to be experts in building technological marvels. Why would they do this though? Well, it might just be that the Kett haven't given up on their fight. They would surely attack the United Races again. And since the Archon died, who was the leader of the Kett in this sector, maybe the Kett Empire sends a bigger force to take care of the small conglomerate of races from the Milky Way. That would give enough reason for the people in Andromeda to flee. So should they just jump on their arcs and head back with normal FTL travel? No, that'd take 600 years or more, and considering it already took 600 years to get to Andromeda, they would arrive 1200 years after the events of the Reaper War in the Milky Way. And we know from the teaser that Liara doesn't really look that old. There is speculation that she may be a lot older because it seems that she has wrinkles on her face, so it's really hard to say for sure how old she is. But why would the Andromeda races turn back to the Milky Way? They could just flee to other clusters in Andromeda, right? Well, there's not only the issue of the Kett. The Scourge is also a problem. The Scourge are extremely dangerous cloud-like formations that are sort of the antithesis to the remnant bots. These dark energy-like structures destroy everything that it comes in contact with and can ruin entire planets. That's a problem, which also makes Andromeda seem more inhospitable than previously thought. So hell, returning to the Milky Way may even seem like a good idea. Now the only one that knows about what happened over in the Milky Way is Ryder. Would he or she be against the idea of returning for fear of the wrath of the Reapers? Or maybe it's the other way around. Maybe the Milky Way races journey to Andromeda in hopes that they manage to build a flourishing civilization over there, only to arrive and realize that there is a full-scale war going on with the Kett. The problem with this is that we see dead Reapers in the trailer. We also see a monstrous amount of space debris and destroyed ships as we zoom in on the planet that Liara is on. Not to mention that the camera panned over from the Andromeda galaxy to the Milky Way, and not the other way around. To be honest, my closest guess would be that the next array of games sort of turn into the Milky Way versus Andromeda. I talked about the possibility of this in one of my older videos, the Is Controlled the Canon Ending theory video. The entire next game may be about finding Commander Shepard again, in the hopes that Shepard can again shepherd the galaxy against a common enemy. Do I have any proof of this statement? Well, maybe. Look at this. I've been analyzing the trailer more times than I can fathom. You can clearly see that there's at least a Solarian and a Krogan here. The one in the middle is a little harder to tell, but my guess is that this is Ryder. Look at the movement. It kinda looks like how Ryder turns at times in Mass Effect Andromeda. If this proves to be true, that this person is Ryder, it proves that Ryder and Liara will meet at some point. And they will be looking for something or someone connected to N7. And like in my last theory video, who do we instantly think of who's an N7 operative? Well, Shepard. Maybe it's a so-called red herring to mislead us, but as I've said before, there are several signs pointing in the direction of Shepard being important in the next game. Shepard is probably not the main character, and it may even be a plot point. Shepard giving the reins to the protagonist, a la how Han and Leia does to Finn and Rey in the Star Wars sequel trilogy. But where am I getting all my ideas from? The thing is, people had a lot of questions when the next Mass Effect teaser trailer was released. These questions took to Twitter, where Bioware staff proceeded in replying to. One of these were Mike Gamble, the project director. According to what we can gather from his replies, there seems to be a reason why they showed everything in the trailer. The Andromeda galaxy panning over to the Milky Way, the voiceover mentioning Arc 6, Liara picking up the N7 sign. So if you're a simple person, like me, the first logical thought would be, we return to the Milky Way. Liara is alive and presumably not too old. The Reapers are dead and gone. Ryder may be back. Liara picks up an N7 insignia. AKA, the search for Shepard has begun. But what did you gather from the trailer? Do you think that the events from Andromeda will be at play here? Do you think it's a bad idea to combine the two galaxies? I'm anxious to read more of your theories. Leave those comments down below. Just remember to keep it civil. We all have different opinions and we like different things. And as always, have a wonderful day, and Sven Squad. Mr. Holton out.